And we're live. Welcome everybody here to this week's episode of Nascar Talk. I'm Seth Cole. This week so far, joining me for this episode, I'm being joined by two regulars, Charles Belding, Johnny Garner. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Streak's still alive, correct?
The streak still lives. Yes, it does. All right, so let's just start right off. First, we're gonna be getting to a big top story later, but we'll first just recap last week's race at Kentucky. That whole new configuration. They redid the banking over in 3 and 4.
Correction. They redid the banking over in turns 1 and 2. It's now, instead of 14 degrees, it's 17, and turns 3 and
Oh,
4
okay.
it's 14.
But they repaved the whole thing too, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the race, interestingly enough, ended up coming down to fuel mileage and everything. Brad Keselowski winning that race. Johnny very happy because that's 2 wins in a row, Dega and now Kentucky. But
Hell, you mean that's Daytona and
or
Kentucky?
Daytona, yeah. Hey, look, I just woke up, so cut me a break. um, anyway, your guys' thoughts? I didn't actually get to watch much of the Kentucky race. I got to see some of the recap. I watched Fox Sports, Radioactive, and everything. So it seemed like the drivers didn't care for the track as far as having to drive it with the whole new configuration. But from a fan spectator point, what were your guys' thoughts on the racing of the track now compared to how it was last year?
Well,
Well, okay. I'll go first. Well, when you repave a track or reconfigure it, which is what Kentucky did, the racing is gonna just flat out stuck. Um, and like the thing is, like, it was just kind of like, unfortunately, this single file parade. I don't really recall ever seeing like the outside line work a couple laps after a restart. Because everyone restarts double file. And um, also, typical repave wreckfest. 11 cautions.
Mm.
Uh, uh, and a lot of big names got taken down in crashes, like Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney. Um, yes.
Busher, Scott, Allmendinger.
Well, yeah. Those drivers too. They were all caught up in a multi-car crash on the backstretch.
Didn't Logano get involved in some too?
Yeah,
Yes.
he
Yeah.
lost his brakes and he smacked the wall pretty hard.
Yeah.
NBC's Jeff Burton made a good point about how what Kentucky on how with this new Kentucky it actually races more like a short track than a mile and a half because the faster speeds, the less downforce, you're using your brakes more often, and we saw a lot of tire failures
Mm-hmm.
because of melted beads.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But the race coming down to fuel mileage, it did make things intense in my opinion. I don't know how Brad Keselowski was able to save all that fuel.
Could I just, no offense though, that's the wonders of Keselowski and his crew chief Paul Wolf. They've been together now since the Xfinity Series in 2010, since Spring Cup in 2011. Those two have been the first duo for as long as I can remember, since 2010. They've managed to pull rabbits out of their hats and save fuel like a banshee and pull off miracles like this.
Well, the thing that I would also say, I can't say as far as whether this is the same scenario or not, but I kind of think it really was with what I saw. I mean, with the way that he was saving, and then when Edwards was able to run him down, and all of a sudden it looked like Keselowski was, back up to full power and everything. If you remember back to Pocono when Kurt Busch ended up winning, you know, the commentators were thinking he's going to be running out. He's going to be running out. There's no way. He's going to be having to save so much. Dale Jr. is going to run him down. It's going to be over. Jr.'s going to win. And then all of a sudden, it looked like Kurt Busch wasn't saving anymore. And they made mention that there is kind of like a quotes backup fuel tank that has just a little bit in it, so that way a driver is able to then switch over to that fuel tank in order to be able to get to pit road before running out of fuel. I would say the reason that Keselowski was able to get back up to full power there on that last lap and be able to hold off Edwards, he more than likely switched over to that fuel tank, which gave him enough to be able to get around one more time to the checkered flag.
That could be.
That's the only way I could think of it, because if he were saving fuel and still on the original tank, I don't see how he could have been able to then get back up to full power. He would have still had to have been in full fuel conservation mode. But I think he kind of pulled what Kurt Busch did, where Kurt Busch switched over to that second fuel tank, that little reserve fuel tank that they've got on the final lap. That allowed him to keep his distance between him and Dale Jr. for the win at Pocono. I think that's what Keselowski did, and that's how he was able to hold Edwards off, because like you alluded to, Charles, with the fact that it was mostly single file racing and not a lot of passing on the high side, all Keselowski really needed to do was take the inside line away from Edwards, be up to speed, and there would be really no way that Edwards would have been able to get alongside him and have a chance for the win. But it did make for a very interesting finish. I do have to admit that. But yeah, to your point, I don't think Goodyear was really quite ready for this racetrack and what it was going to be bringing to the table as far as wearing down melting the beads on the tires. Because yeah, a lot of issues here. So we'll have to see if they get it fixed for next week, or not next week, but next season. But
Yeah, drawing board, I guess.
The Goodyear was like you talked about a lot during the broadcast because the words hard tires were thrown out like left and right, all because like during the Kentucky test a month ago there were blisters, and so Goodyear had to bring a new tire. But I don't think Goodyear and these teams expected all the brake failures.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's basically what we're going to do for recapping Kentucky, because there really wasn't a whole lot of stories that came out of Kentucky or anything like that.
Actually, remember how in the radioactive where Harvick was getting pissed off about Truex passing him to the left?
On pit road, yep.
That's actually becoming a rule now, possibly.
Is it really?
Yeah, they're looking that you cannot pass no longer onto the left
Huh.
pit road. I'm like, when the hell is this coming true? Because Truex said he admitted to doing it every week. And
Well, what I heard is like we're gonna add like more timing lines.
they should add the more timing lines, but how are they going to do that with all the tracks coming up? Like with Hampshire Sunday tomorrow, Indianapolis next week, and et cetera, et cetera. They won't have the time.
Yeah. Maybe they'll add them like maybe
Yes.
like a month down the road, those tracks, because yeah, I don't think. Well, I mean, how long does it take to install timing lines in a track? I don't know.
I don't know either.
But anyway, moving on, as Johnny alluded to, this week it's New Hampshire. And when I was watching NASCAR.com, this is a super important race in the fact that New Hampshire is going to be the first race that we go to when the chase begins as well. And so a lot of the drivers that, like at this point, you know, like a Truex, a Keselowski, a Jimmy Johnson, they're going to be wanting to get as much information about this racetrack and figure out, you know, what's the best setup, what's the best car they can bring when the chase begins, and, you know, be able to take a lot of notes for when the chase starts here this week. So, with that being said, for the chase drivers, and I put the chase drivers in quotes because, you know, there's quite a number of them we already know are going to be making the chase that have had wins this season. Is this a racetrack where you do experimentation to try and get yourself another win, or do you play more of the conservative route and use this as a learning curve for further on down the road when the chase begins?
Well, here's the thing. New Hampshire drives a lot like a short track, though. I saw that 4 years ago when I was up there. It drove like a short track. It has the characteristics because it's so flat up there too. But I'm trying to see how I'm gonna put this because I know in the past the reputation of like car setups up there, they have the tendency to have a favor, but not like a good one. But it all depends on what type of chassis they brought back as well, though, too. 'Cause I think, if my memory serves me correctly, I know Kessie won up there in this race 2 years ago on a miraculous call, but I don't know what they'll do this time around. Time's gonna change.
I think like New Hampshire, well, maybe you forgot that, but New Hampshire is actually the second race, not the opener like they used to. Chicago is the opener, but anyway, it is in the first round. So New Hampshire, really, I could go either way. I mean, certainly, like I think certainly the chase teams are going to rest easier for this race than the one in the fall. I think if you aren't in the chase, this actually I think New Hampshire it could actually be a good opportunity to get yourself into the chase because New Hampshire is possibly the most like track position track among all the tracks on the schedule. It's so difficult to pass, and you can stay out and not really lose a whole lot. So let's say late race caution, a whole bunch of drivers stay out while everyone else pits. That could be the winning move to lock yourselves in the chase.
So we got Benjamin Miles joining us here for this week. How you doing, Ben?
How you guys doing this morning?
Doing good. All right, so let's before we get to like the lineup for New Hampshire and get to the predictions and all that, let's address the elephant in the room, and that's the whole big story that Dale Earnhardt Jr. will not be in the 88 here this week at New Hampshire. There's still some rumors that he may not even race at Indy. We'll get to that after we cover New Hampshire. But Alex Bowman, who ended up filling in back, if I recall, it was at Dover, I think, when he drove the 88 in the Xfinity Series, ended up having a great run there. Well, he'll be driving the 88 here in the Sprint Cup Series at New Hampshire. Now, we're first going to cover...
As long as today, Seth in the Xfinity car as well.
Is he? Okay, so he's going to have some
Double duty.
experience there, too. Let's cover the Dale Jr. side of the story first. Now, they've not disclosed a whole lot of information. All they've basically said is concussion-like symptoms. Doctors have not medically cleared him. Dale Jr.'s words, he thought it was just bad allergies that was causing him to feel like that. Now, I have thought about doing a little bit of research. I do have an uncle who is a pharmacist. I don't know if there's any way with allergies that if there's some way, maybe with constant sneezing or something like that, if you could actually give yourself a concussion. I think there is a possibility of that. I wanted to be able to confirm that with him, but I haven't had time to talk to him about that. But that's the only thing I can possibly think of because they haven't really disclosed any information on how these concussion symptoms could have come about. But regardless...
Could it be flashbacks from 2012, though?
It could be.
Because he hit the wall so hard in Kansas testing, and he hit the wall, and he was feeling it after Talladega, and then he hit Talladega even harder.
Yeah, that's right. He did. And also, not only that, he also had two incidents happen. One in particular in Michigan this year.
Yeah.
I believe that might cause it a little bit. Also, the incident at Daytona, ain't that was light, but might be hard enough that might occur.
The 2030 Gs, I think the one in Michigan was pretty up there.
Yeah.
But let's not forget, though, Junior's been concussed now from California 2002, Dover 2003, I think 2004 and 05, and in 2012. So has been diagnosed with more concussions than I've seen anybody in the NASCAR, and he's really, how am I going to put this? His time might be getting close to being done if he keeps getting these concussion-like symptoms.
Yeah, I agree.
I think for me when it comes to why he got a concussion, one thing I'm not quite sure, but I think I've heard before is like when you get a concussion once, you're more likely to get it again. And I think you're more like vulnerable to concussions if you had one and then take a hit. It doesn't matter how hard the hit is, you're just simply more vulnerable to it. as far as I know, this is like the fourth time he's had concussion. Like Fontana 2002, Dover 2003, then he had 2012, both times at Kansas and Talladega, and now this time. I do agree with Johnny that this could cut his career shorter than what he might
Expected.
than what he might want to. His current contract goes until 2017. So will 2017 be the last full-time season for Dale Earnhardt Jr.? We'll have to find out.
Yeah, we'll have to because this is unbelievable though with how many concussions he's had in his career though.
Yeah.
I was actually watching his California wreck and that looked pretty bad minus the safer barriers though. Same with the Dover one didn't look all that bad, but he was like out of it.
So
And don't forget that time had no safer barriers back then too.
Yeah, they were starting to put safer barriers in late '03, early '04.
so we ended up having Tony Stewart obviously take a leave of absence with his injury at the beginning of the season. He did come back. He did win a race at Infineon. So right now he's pretty much in. He's in the chase for the championship right now because he'd be in the top 30 in points. But midpoint of the season, we have this issue with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Of course, he won't be racing New Hampshire. Possibility he won't be racing Indianapolis. We don't know what's going to be happening further down the road as well. Whether the concussion symptoms could come back. Do we write off Dale Jr. from being in the chase for the championship now?
Hate to break the bad news. If he misses, well, going back to the track record before, he missed 2 races before with concussion type symptoms that he has right now. So let's assume that he will be out at Indy. Hate to break the bad news, Junior fans, but he's done for the chase. Just give it up.
Yeah,
Just because there's no unless NASCAR give him a waiver. Even though personally it's too late for the season, or to do that, because you got like what 8 races left from now between now and
Yeah, 8 races
Yeah.
to go.
Yep.
8
8
races
races.
left. 8 races left. Now, if it happened early in the season, then okay, give him a waiver. But it's 8 races left to go.
I don't see the waiver happening.
I don't want to see it happening personally.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ben. I don't see it happening either.
I don't know. I mean, I think if Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes back before the chase, then Dale Earnhardt Jr. will get a waiver. But I do think that now his chase is done. I mean, to me, he still could get back in the chase on points if he comes back at Indy, but I don't see him coming back at Indy. If he misses more than this race upcoming at New Hampshire, then I think he's done for, waiver or not.
Right.
Well, here's the thing too. I'm trying to remember where I even heard it from, but I think it was on Facebook. Some post on Facebook. Somebody said that it seemed like Dale Earnhardt Jr. was kind of more than happy to hand the reins over to Alex Bowman. He was pretty disappointed after Daytona. He was not at all happy with how it went at Kentucky. The will just doesn't seem to be there right now, and so he seemed more than happy to not have to, race at New Hampshire, to have Alex Bowman driving the 88 and all that. And I think if we end up seeing, a very quick announcement of Junior not racing at Indy, the beginning of this coming week, I think that's an indication there too. I just think that team's had so much struggling right now, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. is just kind of finding it not as much of it's not as much fun to really actually be out there. I think that could also play a key factor into it too, because even if he does come back after Indianapolis, he is able to get himself into the chase via points and all that. I don't know. He could still potentially make the chase, but I don't think he's going to do much even if he gets there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the last real competitive time that we saw Dale Earnhardt Jr. was the second race at Pocono. Since then, it's just not been the same Dale Jr.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, like I said, I won't say move anymore. That if it's say argument, Junior is not gonna race at Indy. Go back to track record. He would miss at least I think 2 races last. I think a couple seasons ago. with
He missed
Regan
two
Smith
races
helping.
in 20 He missed two races in 2012, both at Charlotte and at Kansas.
And yeah,
And
yeah,
then
with
with Regan Smith that jumped in the 88.
yep. So if I'm feeling something tells me that it might happen again this season. So if I were Junior, forget the chase, worry about your health first. Let Bowman do it. Well, because Bowman's doing New Hampshire, of course. That's automatic. Let Jeff go back at Indy, run for him, because like I said, everybody said that's even breaking news that just as much as Junior out with concussion,
Hmm.
Jeff Gordon coming back out of retirement to help his friend out at Indy.
Right.
Question is, of all tracks, why Indy?
Here's the thing, Gordon's record at Indianapolis is phenomenal. 5
Yeah,
wins there, 94 to 2014. Well, 94, 98, 01, 04, 2014. Correct?
you actually right.
Yep.
He was ripping out top fives and top tens. I couldn't believe it, except for his last race there. He finished 42nd or 41st because he caught up in somebody else's business.
Yep,
But he would
Clint.
be the great choice to drive for Indy, though. He would be with all of his great success
Yeah.
there.
Not only
Well,
that,
here's the only other thing I would question. Now, obviously, I'm actually really happy for Alex Bowman getting the chance, but I looked at the New Hampshire stats. Only one driver since New Hampshire opened up has competed in all 42 races at New Hampshire, and that was Jeff Gordon. So I'm
That's
kind
right.
of so I'm with Bowman actually running the Xfinity and everything, then I'm okay with him being in the 88, but I'm kind of surprised that they actually didn't think about maybe bringing Jeff back here for New Hampshire as
well, the
well.
reason Jeff wasn't available at New Hampshire because he's at Paris, and
He's
Nate
over in
actually
France with his wife and
his
kids.
wife. That's why he was
Oh,
able to do
okay.
New Hampshire. Remember the
Yeah.
incident because when the incident with Nice, he was actually near there when that happened. So that's why he wasn't available at New Hampshire. That's why they were. That's why they actually come in at Indy
Indianapolis.
as the backup plan if Junior. Let's say, well, 9 out of 10, Junior will not make the race
Right.
at
Yeah.
Indy. So concussion takes at least over a week or maybe 2 weeks at most. So that's why
Yeah.
he asked Jeff as a backup plan
Yeah.
because
And I don't
Jeff
think they would
because of
have
his
that
record.
backup plan if there wasn't that like 90% chance that Junior's not going to race Indianapolis.
Oh yeah,
There'd be no
I
need
was,
for it.
I don't know. I was equally, if not more, shocked about hearing Jeff Gordon possibly filling for Dale Earnhardt Jr. than hearing Dale Earnhardt Jr. Not uh, not racing this weekend. I have mixed feelings about Jeff Gordon be back in the car. I could go into detail on why. Um, but, but but I think that it would. I think that it would be cool to see Jeff Brown come back for this one special race. And I definitely understand why they would want to pick Jeff Gordon over Alex Bowman, considering Jeff Gordon's track record at the Brickyard. Um, and I definitely could see Jeff Gordon being competitive next weekend if he is allowed to race.
yeah, I agree with that. And not only that, if you think about it,
Right.
Jeff Gordon always drive the 24 in the 5 shop. Now you get to drive what the car that, let's say, not just Junior, but Jimmy Robles also run that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, everybody knows 4888 shop, top of the line, better than 24 and 5 shop. Just don't
Right.
tell Chase Elliott that. So if Jeff comes driving the 88, he knows got the superior equipment that he ever had. Think about it. Jeff 88 goes victory lane at Indy. 6 race he ever won at Indy. That might be a possibility. Sorry, Jeff Gordon fan out came out. My bad.
If Gordon wins at Indianapolis, oh my God.
Then what do they do?
Oh, actually,
What do
personally,
we do now?
I don't know. This what my scenario will be. Remember, Indy next week. The person I wouldn't mind winning, if Jeff Gordon was in there, Tony has to win Indy. I'm sorry.
But here's
Tony
the thing.
Tony has to win Indy
Here's the
personally.
thing. If Gordon wins at Indianapolis, what in the world are we gonna do?
Oh,
Because
yeah, you're right.
Indianapolis,
He's not win for a championship.
He's retired. Now, if Gordon has to run for a championship, how would his wife and kids feel? He retired after last season.
He might pull
Like,
a
hey,
Kyle
remember the
Busch.
last time I won? I got you guys a clock. Well, now you get to get some bricks.
If Jeff Gordon somehow won, and if Jeff Gordon, that's if he does race, if he does win anything else, it wouldn't count. You have to run the full season unless you get a medical waiver.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You can't get waivers just because you decided to run a part-time schedule or because you're a felon.
Yeah. Well, another thing I was thinking too, and you've been alluded to the fact that he's going to be driving in the '88 car, which is out of the better half of the Hendrick stables. But this is also going to be the first time, if he does run Indy, this is the first time we're going to be seeing the combination of Jeff Gordon, Greg Ives. Gordon usually was with Steve Letarte, he was with Alan Gustafson. This is the first time we're going to get to see him with Greg Ives on the pit box calling the shots for him. So that'd be an interesting combination.
Oh yeah.
From 92 to 99, Gordon was with Ray Evernham. The last part of 99, he was with Brian Witzel. 2000 to 2000, mid 2005, he was with
Robbie Loomis.
Robbie Loomis. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Then from late 05 to 2010, he was with. To the end of 2010, he was with Stevie Letarte. Then from 2011 to last year, he was with Steve. No, Alan Gustafson.
Alan Gustafson.
Alan Gustafson. Yep.
So now this would be the first time with him being with Greg Ives. How would those two, combine and work data up?
Actually, personally, I think it'll work out just fine. Cause actually, I think it was last year I actually met with Greg Ives. He's a smart, intelligent guy. So I had to take my friend of mine who actually hooked up with me and Greg Ives together before we went to Daytona last year. He's very smart. Remember, he has won a championship before with Chase Elliott in Xfinity. I was say Nationwide. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Well, there goes
I
my
still do that
$5.
too, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. So
That's
he
what
has
called
won a
Bush
championship
Series,
before.
out loud.
Oh, I missed the Bush series. I'm sorry. I'm old school.
Right?
So actually, personally, him with a championship caliber team and he's consistent, I think he might pull it off with Jeff. Because Jeff, of course, 4-time Winston Cup champion. I go say Sprint Cup because he actually won 4 actual legit Winston Cup championships
That's correct.
with two different crew chiefs. Of course, with Ray Evernham,
Robbie
and Loomis. Yeah. So you never know. He might work out
Yeah.
just fine, just like that.
Yeah.
Well,
I wonder if we're
I'm
gonna.
just gonna let you guys know.
Hold on.
I'm gonna have to be on mute, unfortunately, but yeah, I'll still be here.
Take over hosting duties.
Aye.
Anywho,
So anyway, Johnny, why don't you take over for the host and we'll do picks for.
alright, unfortunately, since now I'm in. Well, can we finish up what we were discussing about the whole crew chief with Gordon here?
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
So, I was gonna say, won't we see a blooper reel come true again?
Oh yeah, it's
What
gonna
happened
happen.
in 2008 with Robbie Reiser calling Carl Matt.
Yep.
This time,
I won't be surprised that's gonna happen.
I know it might happen.
Here's something else. If Jeff Gordon does drive next week, it'll be the first time ever in his Cup career that he drives something not the 24.
That's right.
Mm,
Because Gordon's been in the iconic number 24 from 92 to 2015.
that is right. Yeah, exactly right. Wait. No. Wait, yeah, you're right. I had to think back. Well, I'm thinking 46. My bad.
Now, about the 46, that was planned.
That was
okay?
planned.
But Paramount Pictures had copyright licensing on the 46.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Days of Thunder.
Thank you, Days of Thunder.
Anyway, actually, I will blame Roush too. Here's why I blame Roush. His favorite number is 16.
Yeah, because Roush wanted Gordon to drive a contract with him. Here's the thing. His stepdad was unhappy because Roush chooses his own crew chiefs and not bring Ray Evernham over.
Yep.
And that's how the story begins, with Gordon going over to Hendrick being lured away from Ford and having the awesome Ray Evernham aboard the pit crew.
Oh yeah.
But here's an interesting fact. Did any of you guys know during the fall race in 1996 that one of his rear tire changers was Chad Knaus?
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Did not know
Oh,
that.
that's right. Actually, yeah, I remember that very well. Oh yeah, heads up. During practice right now, Alex Bowman, 7th fastest as we speak.
There we go. We'll take that. All right.
So,
Anyway, since Seth is off onto mute land, since possibly his parents are home, we will
Yep.
get ready to do the most favorite thing for you all is to discuss our picks for the week for New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And starting from since there's only 4 of us still,
Yeah.
I'm going to start with you, Ben. What about your winner, your dark horse, and his driver to stay away from this weekend?
Well, we have to take the driver out of the way early. The driver to avoid, hands down, Danica Patrick. Don't not pick her. Get that out of the way firsthand.
Oh, that's
So,
true.
hey, look,
Mm-hmm.
she does do well short track at times. You know, the best track everybody knows favorite track is Martinsville. That's the only time you pick her. Just saying. But New
That's right.
Hampshire, no. I'll get
New
away
Hampshire.
from. I actually a tough call. Actually, I'm making 2 picks.
All right.
2 picks actually. The second driver to avoid kind of sucks to say that, but Clint Boyer.
Yeah, he's in the
Clint. I'm sorry,
yeah,
Clint. I cannot wait to get Stu Hoskar get a better run, but right now, get away from them.
yeah,
the
Dark-
same aspects.
Yeah, now the dark horse. Tough call. As says that the winner would be Matt Kenseth. The dark horse. I'm gonna go on a limb. It's probably the only time I go for the 88 car.
Ooh.
Alex Bowman might be a dark horse.
Yeah, that's who I was gonna. Okay.
That would be a dark horse. It's a tough call. Reason being, actually, drives in the 88. But remember, people actually he does run well in the junior motorsports car in Xfinity. And think about it. They similar in horsepower, almost
Mhm.
similar in horsepower. So that might be his advantage for running extra time this weekend. So why not? Like I said, right now in practice, I think at this time he's 7th fastest. So
That
possibility,
is true.
possibly
That's true.
first top 10 out the bat, first top 10 of his career, maybe. Now,
I'd possibly see at least a top 10 or a top 5 out of Bowman.
Yeah.
That's personality on me.
Yeah.
And
Now, as for the winner, it will not be a Hendrick car. Sorry, Jimmy Justin fans. I know you guys won the poll, but that's a fluke.
yeah, that's right.
But-
he did win the poll.
Yeah, he did win the poll, but that's a fluke.
In their respective rounds.
Yeah. So I might go on the limb. It will be a Team Penske car,
There we go.
but it will not be Brad Keselowski.
You're gonna go with Logano?
Burns me to say is I'm going with the Logano.
Wow.
I will go Logano.
All right, and it looks like Seth has posted his winner. He's saying he's gonna go with
Matt Kenseth.
So
Matt
you need your
Kenseth for the
dark
win.
horse and your sleeper pick here. Your dark horse and your driver to stay away from Seth. Oh, there we go. We got Kyle Larson coming up for the dark horse here.
Now my money is on Danica for stay away.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Ryan Blaney?
Oh no! No!
Wow.
Oh!
Oh, you broke it, Seth. You broke the streak. Oh no.
He broke it. He broke it.
That's all good. We all forgive you.
We forgive you.
Well, I mean,
Charles, what about you?
well, okay. Well, first of all, let me say, well, I mean, it's actually not that wrong pick to pick Ryan Blaney as the driver to stay away from him because he didn't really have. Because I don't remember his 2 races last year allowed him being that great. So it could be. So I think his driver to stay away from him actually kind of makes sense. Anyway, my pick to win. I picked this driver a week in advance, and it is Carl Edwards. He has never won at New Hampshire before, so that's one thing going against him. But last year he won the pole at both races. He has had a really good season this year. He's coming off in 2nd place at Kentucky. As I'm speaking, he's fastest in 2nd practice. So to me, I just think right now everything leading up to this race is going well for Carl Edwards. He will finally get that win in New Hampshire. He also has a good average finish here as well. I think it's like among active drivers, like top 5, somewhere into the top 5 among average finishes. Dark horse. I'm going to go with a driver that I think also, I believe, has a pretty good track record at New Hampshire. That is Ryan Newman.
Oh, Newman.
One of his recent wins came at the track back in 2011. He also won his very first race here. Among recent races, he has the 4th best average finish, 11th place, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s. Wait a second. He actually has 3 wins here in New Hampshire. So this is a good track for him. And he also is coming off his first top 5 last week at Kentucky, and actually his best career finish since finishing second to Kevin Harvick at Homestead in 2014.
Yes, Mom?
I think like for him, I think for this 31 team, they're coming close to sealing the deal when it comes to finishing consistently, and so I think Ryan Newman could be a surprise for the win. Driver to stay away from, Eric Almirola. Not only has his season been great, but also it seems like that any time this season he has a good run, just something happens in the latter part of the race and he finishes poorly. So that's why Eric Almirola is the driver to stay away from.
That could be true. All right, now for my picks. Okay. Oh goodness. For me, I've been riding 2 consecutive weeks in a row of having a good. Oh, that's right. Seth brought up a good point, though. The 3 and the 31 teams are both hitting the consistent streaks, shades of the 31 from 2 years ago. Yeah, I forgive you there. Well, anyway, my picks. I'm going to go for, 3 weeks in a row, hopefully. I'm going to go with Keselowski this week again. Keep the streak alive. Dark horse, I'm going to go with Bowman, of course. And my driver to stay away from, Krashika. There we go.
Ouch, ouch. No, I ain't going that far now.
All
Get out of here.
Well, think about it. That guy didn't crash a lot this season. Think about it.
But her past fall performance at New Hampshire, she slid down into David Reagan and loaded up that piece of shit car.
You got a point there. And she qualified 29th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right. Hold on, let me pull up the starting grid here and I'll tell
Oh,
you.
I got it already. Oh, yeah, my friend. Yep, she qualified 29th. Right behind Greg
How
Biffle.
about Matt DiBenedetto, though?
Yeah, 16th. He might pull Dover, ladies and gentlemen.
She got outqualified by both BK racing cars.
Yes.
Yes.
And also, some breaking news.
Yeah.
Also, Carl Edwards lost his pit stall selection.
Ooh, oh yeah, I think I know why.
I believe you're right.
I think I know why. Something happened a week before.
His 4th consecutive warning.
Yep,
Yeah,
that
for
might be it.
consecutive warning, and he blew it. Also, for Bowman, he will be starting 20th tomorrow.
Yep, Casey Mears 21st.
Yep. Ryan Ellis will start 40th shotgun on the field.
Won't be there for long. Mark you up, he'll be there. He's 4 times a second slower than Josh Wise for 39th. Let that set in. 4/10 slower.
Yeah, I think the premium car that he's running is a 2014 body.
Yeah, that's sad. Could have been worse. Could have been Clint Bowyer's 2014 car.
Oh, that's right.
Think
What
about it.
his 2013 Richmond car?
You got a point there. Remember, guys, think about it. Clint Bowyer doesn't run as well this season. Look at what car he's driving. You know it's bad enough even his teammate are better than him. Think about it.
Well, not in qualify. Oh my God! Just looking at this now, guys. Clint Bowyer and Michael Annett, 32nd and 37 on the grid.
Okay, who's 37? Don't say Clint Bowyer.
Annett's 37th, Boyer's 32nd.
Oh, okay. They close to each other. That's bad news.
That's bad enough.
I still remember, like, it was possibly like Richmond. I think, like, I just found, like, so funny when like both H Scott cars qualified like 39th and 40th. That happened earlier this season.
Yep, actually, Sucker brought up a great point for Bowman's career at New Hampshire. 4 stars, 36th place average finish. But you think about it, he's driving the
He's
what
driving
is
the nationwide. He's driving the Hendrick equipment. So
now he is, yeah. But before,
he was
what
driving
Ryan?
yeah,
Not BK.
BK
Well, BK and
and Tommy
what's
Baldwin.
Tommy Baldwin? There you go.
Yeah, and now he's driving for a Hendrick car with Hendrick equipment.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh man!
The best equipment he's ever driven for in his whole life.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, there was an ugly rumor spreading on Facebook about Matt Kenseth possibly retiring after this season, which I know now is not official, is not happening.
It's not. It ain't gonna happen. Cause
But
look, you see new paint scheme for next season?
who do you guys see that's going to retire after Tony Stewart next season? Because Biffle's almost 47, or close to it.
I think Biffle. Biffle will be the
Yeah,
first to drop. Biffle
Well-
I respect Biffle, but he gotta go.
He does. He's not helping the cause very
Oh my
well.
goodness, you're right. Greg, I almost forgot. Today's race is Chase Elliott's first Sprint Cup start.
That's
He's
right.
qualified 7th.
Yeah, yeah. Holy crap, we forgot all about that. Wow.
See,
Greg-
Seth, thank you
Greg-
very much.
Greg Biffle is signed through 2016.
He's done. Bring up either Ryan Reed or Bubba Wallace.
No. Ryan Reed will perform much worse than Biffle.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace probably got a better chance, personally. But if you think about it, I think Bubba Wallace might be better than everybody. Well, bias maybe not. Might be better than both Trevor Bayne. Well, Trevor Bayne, yeah, but not Ricky Stenhouse. Because Ricky Stenhouse won 2 championships in Xfinity / Nationwide back up at his time. See what I did there?
One.
Well, actually, speaking of Greg Biffle, things have actually been turning around in a positive direction for the 16 team, because we got the pole at Daytona, then finally got the first top 10 of the year. In fact, Daytona was actually the first time since Bristol in August of 2014 that all 3 Roush cars finished at the top 10. Then Biffle got another top 10 last week at Kentucky, and this was no Yamaha's fluke. They actually had a top 10 car, so things are actually turning around for the 16 team, and actually more Roush as a whole, because actually think about this. Since Dale Earnhardt Jr. will likely fall out of the chase after New Hampshire, that'll actually move Trevor Bayne. I think that'll actually move Trevor Bayne maybe to the last spot in the chase. That as of course if he doesn't get an early for finish. So who knows? Trevor Bayne could actually make the chase this year.
Could be true.
Yeah, it could be true.
J-Ski, the potential free agents are Hamlin, McMurray, Menard, and Newman. Now Biffle's on there as well. But here's the thing. Newman doesn't know where he's going, and Ty Dillon wants a shot up into the Sprint Cup, though.
Oh. Wait a minute, you realize something. RCO got 3 cars, right?
RCR owns the 3,
three.
the 27, and the 31, yes.
And sometimes the 95. If I were RCR, buy out the
The
95.
95 is a Circle Sport and Levine family racing car.
Yeah.
So
If
basically,
I were them,
RCR, though, under a technical alliance with RC.
so basically, Richards opens a 4-car team.
possibly.
Possibly, but here's the thing, though. Sponsorship needs to be found, though.
Yeah. Oh, I think we know the sponsor that might be.
I think that okay, fine. I know Menard is going to get a contract because Menard has the sponsorship of Menard's with him. He's had his whole entire career in NASCAR. Newman, I'm not quite so sure about. I think he's
Caterpillar signed till 2016, I believe.
I'm not so sure on Newman because he's definitely he's definitely done a lot of good for the 31 team more than what Jeff Burton did in his last few years with RCR in the 31 car. But to me, he's just kind of. It feels like that for at least like almost 2 years now, he's just been sort of there. And what I think could happen is like, what if Caterpillar decides to dump him and decides to go to title instead? I think that could happen.
Very could happen.
Um, I mean, to me, I think that whether they like it or not, title will go up to the Cup Series, full time.
Yeah. But if that happens, where would Newman go? Because there's no.
I mean, to me, you have to look at other potential free agents: Danny Hamlin, Jamie, like Murray.
Yeah, because I'll bet you McMurray's going to be close to resigning since he's happy with back over at Chip Ganassi, I think.
Ganassi don't have good equipment at all, personally.
Yeah, they're only. But yeah, I don't know how long.
Actually, I don't know, because now that Stu Haas is out, just going to Ford. If you think about it,
Yes, Kyle Larson signed with Chip Ganassi till 2017. Almirola signed with RPM till this year. So
you never know, it might work out.
yeah, we don't know. Time will tell though for next season, and it's still early. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss about, or?
Well, let's talk about the Xfinity
Yeah.
race to later today. Even though, ain't Kyle running or no? Actually, Kyle Busch is racing this weekend. Correct.
Yes, because it's for Matt Tift.
Yeah, this was originally supposed to be a Matt Tiff race, but
yes, right.
Matt Tiff is still recovering from
surgery.
Yeah,
brain
his
surgery.
level 2 brain tumor.
And so of course Kyle Busch is in the 18, Brad Keselowski's in the 22, so it will likely be a cup fest.
Yeah, look on the bright side though. Both practice sessions, Alex Bowman's inside the top 10.
Yeah.
In other news, has anyone seen Carl Edwards throwback paint scheme?
Indeed, the 99 throwback to the home
Tony
Depot.
Stewart. Which
Yeah.
I say is, I won't say offensive, but it really isn't. Hold on a second.
Offensive?
Here's why. I mean, this game looks nice and all, but shouldn't be the touring car should match with the touring car base scheme, personally? Should it be?
Well, thing is, because it's orange, I think it's why they went with it.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, it's orange. The 19's orange.
Yeah,
But,
that.
Anyway, besides, they did announce the entry list for Eldora. So far, there's 30 entries listed.
33.
38.
38. That took us less. Uh-oh.
We've got Cole Custer in the 00. The one's to be announced. Tyler Young in the 02. Christopher Bell in the 4. We don't know about the 05. Norm Brennan in his 6. 07's to be announced. We got John Hunter in the 8. Byron in the 9. I'll just share it with you guys. I'll just copy and paste it into the chat. I don't care. Whatever works for you guys. So we're going through the whole list.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Yeah, so. Oh, thank you, Seth Cole.
That was me, Ben.
Oh, it's you? My bad.
Yeah. I posted it. I forgot about 33 through 38 because it cut off, so, hang on.
Entry car. That's a air trucks. Wait, Junior? Wait. Oh, never mind. Don't mind me.
Ken Schrader's back. last year's standout Bobby Pierce is back.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Bobby Pierce is back in the 63.
Yeah. Listen, oh, and fun thing about my friend of mine, he actually works for Carlos Contreras' team, so he might be at Doro this week. So I hope him for the best on that one. And Norm Betting's back now. Question was, oh yeah, speaking of Dora's Wednesday, I'm mad I couldn't go. Um, who's your since? Because I know we gonna do it every week, but I know since the truck race is on Wednesday, who's the picks to win the dark horse and to stay away from Eldor for the truck race?
Well, here's the thing about Eldora, though. There's heat races involved as well.
Mm,
You got to pick your heat winners as well. You got to don't forget about that.
yeah.
Thing is like I don't think there's a way to know right now who's going to be like any heat.
Yeah.
Right. Don't know.
So really the picks. So really to pick a driver to win would sort of be flawed.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough to figure it out.
That'd be really, really cool if Jeff Gordon runs the Eldor at least next year.
Oh, that would
Him and Tony Stewart.
would be, but I don't know.
I don't know. It's been a while since Jeff ran on dirt.
1990, correct?
1890. That's wow, over 100-something years ago, really?
Oh, I said 1990, not
Oh,
1890. So
I heard 18. My mistake. Yep. You're right. Byron was dominating lately, but how do we do on dirt?
I think he actually is running or just ran like some kind of like late model race at Eldor actually for like practice. I think I heard that news.
Let me check. William Byron.
Seth brought up an excellent point. How do you think Byron will do on the dirt?
Truck Series championship leader William Byron tested a dirt late model in advance of Eldora. Motorsportstribune.com.
Actually, bad news, folks. He might win another one. He ran dirt before.
Well, his teammate Christopher Bell won last year.
Yeah, so he will. I'm feeling Cowboys Motion might win 3 in a row at Eldora.
I think it's going to be like KBM versus Kyle Larson.
Oh, that's right. Kyle's running this weekend. Wednesday. Larson, that is.
Yeah,
Not Bush. Larson. Okay, people get it right.
Yeah, and as long as Kyle Larson doesn't keep on hitting the wall, he'll be great.
Oh yeah. Okay, I forgot he
He hit
has
the
some
wall
dirt
a little hard
experience.
in 2013, I believe.
2014.
Yeah, thank you. I'm losing it here.
You can call me Memory Man if you want to.
All right. I might have to for future reference. Cut out. Shit, that hurts. That hurts. Should have done that.
What do you do around this time, my friend?
I'm trying to relax because I got a bad sunburn from Wednesday, and the
Oh,
way that I was trying to yeah, I'm burnt from my shoulders down to my upper back.
uh,
But my arms don't hurt anymore. They're nice and tan. So. So we gotta figure
yikes.
everything out. Yeah, I'm hurting, but I'm okay.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, personally, either KBM or Kyle Larson might win. Now,
Yeah,
this is when, because you notice in this list, if I had to look thoroughly, make sure if I'm correct or not, the two people is not on here. You know what some people are?
Hmm.
They give you easiest hit of all time. Grandson of Childress.
Austin and Ty?
They both not in it.
Yeah.
That's a shock. That's a shock.
Well,
I mean, yeah, because in the past 3 outdoor races, both Dillon brothers were in them.
Yeah. So this is the first year in Adara that both Dillon bros are not in it.
that's true. I forgot about that.
Oh, I know why. The original numbers of the 33 was Ben Kenny got that seat. And where's the 2? Nobody.
The 2 is
Yeah.
owned by Brad Keselowski Racing right now.
No. Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because he's been
Yeah,
running,
you're right. You're exactly
because Kezi's
right.
been
That's
putting
why.
Alcantara
Yeah,
in
you're
the
right.
super races.
Uh,
Yeah. You know, actually, you know, the one truck is TBA, and the 05 is TBA.
It all depends on if Tony wants to put one of the Dillons in his truck.
No.
I'm trying to think here. I'm trying.
No, the ones to be announced, the 05 and the 07.
To be honest, you know, 05 most likely will be something one high caliber on dirt. So it might be one of the Dylans, but question is which one.
Yeah. But like I
Unless
said,
they're able to throw us a curveball and say, nope, not a single Dylan running my truck.
it all depends on what Tony has to say about that, though.
Yeah.
I think there's a chance that Parker Kligerman could be in the 05 because he was in the 05 at Kentucky. He's not entered right now for Eldora.
Yeah.
So I think we could see Parker Kligerman in the 05. Yeah, ESF Cole, Ray Black Jr. did drive the 07 last year, but now he's in the Xfinity series.
Yeah.
Anyways, so to change the topic, one thing that could come into play tomorrow is rain. When I went on to weather.com today and looked at Loudon, PM thunderstorms with 50% chance of rain. So that could also really shake up the race tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I remember when I was up in New Hampshire 4 years ago, it was actually spitting out rain where I was at. I was underneath the seats one part of the race, just walking around and visiting in the infield, and it started spitting out rain a little bit. That when I was up there, just a little bit, not too bad though, not to put a damper on anything, but it was a fun race though.
What year was this? 2008, 2009?
2012.
2012. I don't remember rain in 2012.
Yeah, there was rain in the forecast. I remember there was a chance of scattered thunderstorms that day.
Yeah.
It was muggy and it was hot out. It was like 92 degrees out when I was up there. 92 or 95, I can't remember. But it was a hot one up there.
Well, okay, I'm officially out of topics.
Well,
Me too. So any other stories, topics, or we wrapping it up? This one, actually, Black Jr. did run the 07 last year.
yeah, Ray Black Jr. did drive the 07.
So wait, would it be weird they be racing in the rain at Eldora?
If they raced in the rain at Eldora, that would be trouble because
That would be good. That would be cool if you think about it.
I've never heard of dirt track racing in the rain.
Might be a lot of mud and puddles and all that stuff, but hey, racing is racing, right?
Oh shit, we're stuck.
Oh well. Now,
Well, Yeah.
Guys, I got a question. You know, it's a few weeks ago. These few weeks ago, Watkins Glen had they 6 hours at the Glen at the newly paved track. Now, now that the Cup cars are going there now, is it and how you guys think about the track going up in a couple of weeks from now, a few weeks from now?
Oh my
Walking,
God. I'm looking forward to that.
they're gonna be flying.
They'll be
Oh yeah,
flying.
I can see the track record falling from 1 minute and 8 seconds down to 1 minute and 6.
I wouldn't be surprised if we made it 5, to be honest with you.
All right.
Yeah. So because I was there. Actually, was
Did you
there.
actually drive on the track there, Ben?
That picture you just saw, that was exactly me driving the track. Man, at the opening
Now,
weekend.
I wanted to ask you because I know one of my friends actually got to drive it as well. How did it feel with your street legal car on the track though?
Oh, it's really good, can be. Yeah, my car was actually a rental car. I thank Avis for that. Me and me and my friend of mine from college. We all decided to go there, had a little fun. So I was like, well, let me just try it out, rent a car, no big deal. Now I was kind of mad I did not rent a Ford Mustang. I would have been part of that group. I was like, hey, I'm in the Mustang group. Hey, let me go that way. But I didn't. I put out the Ford Fusion instead. But
Well, there's nothing wrong with the Fusion though.
I like this 2016 model, but I want to try the 2017 model though. But
Ooh,
which I had driven like a couple weeks ago. It was as much better. But
right.
the top speed and the Fusion right there, I was doing almost 100 miles an hour going in the bus stop.
That's not bad for a street legal car though.
Yeah, but supposed to be doing 55.
Right.
But I was like, no, I was gapping myself, not on purpose, but just people gapping anyway as I try to catch up, have a little fun. That was it.
Right.
So
There's nothing wrong with that. Just trying to feel out the track though.
the track is actually very, very smooth.
That's a good sign.
Oh yeah.
That's very good to hear. And hello, Daniel.
Hey guys.
Yeah, we were just about getting ready to wrap things up though, but was there anything that you wanted to add or before we close out?
Nope.
Are you sure about
You
that?
sure?
I'm I'm
Pretty much hit the
100%
topic
sure.
on the nail of the head of the junior possibly out for Indianapolis and all that stuff.
Yeah.
About De Benedetto's career best of 16.
Qualifying best, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be very, very interesting, for
Oh
sure.
yeah. We've also hit on the head about the whole other things, including Eldora. So.
Yeah, and the possible return of Jeff Gordon.
Oh, absolutely.
That break in there worse than not Danica Patrick. That's a fail.
Yes.
Actually, Danica Patrick failing is breaking the internet.
What do you mean, Danica
Woo.
Patrick failing every weekend?
Nah, I won't say every weekend. She did okay.
Yeah, she did
was
okay.
She did okay. Kentucky. She finished
That's
19th. Okay, but I've been wrecking.
fashion credit.
Kept in one piece. That's all that matters. But I'm about to say Kim Kardashian breaking. That's just as bad as Kim Kardashian breaking the internet.
Right.
That was my original joke, but Danica came out of my head. Makes it even more funnier. So I did something right for a change.
All right, you guys wanna? Is there anything else you guys want to add before I give permission to wrap things up?
I'm dead.
All right.
Officially
With that
done.
being said, I appreciate everyone being here. I'm sorry that Seth had to cut it short with being on mute for the rest of this episode. I don't know what we'll be doing next weekend, but whatever happens, we'll be here. So,
Hopefully.
rest of your weekend, guys.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Stay
Okay,
safe.
and we'll see
Stay
you all
dry.
later. And bye.
Bye.
Adios.